Fuck that. Special technique. Go shut him up. God damn. I breaks it down to the bone gristle. Those people stunting missile heat seeking. Johnny Blaze, nightmares like West Craven. Niggas gunning. My third eye seen it coming before it happened.
Yeah, my third eye saw it coming before it happened. So check this out.
About they blasting. Is you busting still or is you flashing? Talking out your asshole.
Learn about the Peasies. Yo, fam. I'm glad to be back, man. You know what I'm saying? Lots taking place, but it is what it is, man, and sometimes it just isn't what it isn't. Flowers? Growing flowers? That's what you talking about? Man, shut the fuck up, man. Talking some real shit. What's poppin'? And greetings to our listeners and viewers. This is also known as A1 Sports Podcast, and this is All in One Sports Podcast. Yes, sir. How you feeling, Dubs? How you feeling out there, man?
We feeling a hell of a lot better after this, man. We're celebrating a real touchdown.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes down, man. You know what I'm saying? But, he's a rookie, like we said. He's a rookie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And you are now tuned into EDA or. We are your one-stop for your sports info needs, and we will be covering many sports topics with our segments, the NFL with 3 downs and kick it, which is a look around the NFL with news, updates, and analysis. And the NFC East Chronicles, bringing fans of the Cowboys, Washington football team, Fecal Eagles, and the Midgets some great insight and expert analysis of their beloved teams. Also, Major League Baseball's Peter Dubs, doubles and double plays, and Chris B balling with the NBA, as well as kicking it with Uncle Pete Soccer. And the 500-pound gorilla in the Zoom, which is controversial and pressing topics. And of course, EDA or, which has us picking games of the week right here, right now. So you are just one click away from all your sports info needs, especially when you're on the run. And look for our logo with the complete spelling of All in One Sports Podcast with the colors of red, white, and blue stripes running through them. So we ask you to apply some pressure to that subscribe button and then do the same with that notification bell. Also, turn others on to this sports information movement on a podcast format with shares and likes so they too can be up on things. You can find us via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, IG, and many more platforms to come in the very near future. We're back like my Cowboys after a bye week. All right, please allow us to introduce ourselves. We are the Griot duo of sports podcasting today. My man Chris B is out once again. Get well soon, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, on Chris B Ballin, and also Peter Dubs, doubles and double plays. Bringing it with spectacular vernacular straight out of the DMV. Now, here's our panel of experts making this podcast twice as nice. Starting with the mathematical whiz, baseball guru, fact checker, and payroll supervisor by day and night. Known around here as the voice of reason, yours truly, Peter Dubs. What up, Dubs?
What's up? How we do, fam?
Man. Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I hope Dak's ankle is feeling, not his ankle, but his calf is feeling even better because we really need you this Sunday to come show out. But, it is what it is, man. We're 5-1. I'm feeling randy.
Good.
Yes, sir. And now, the itch-talking ballaholic who grew up in an era when smoking on airplanes and indoors all over the place was allowed, so he ain't scared of none of y'all smoke, and definitely not no secondhand smoke either. A jack of all trades and master of many, yours truly, Uncle Pete, a.k.a. the Banter Whisperer. All right, y'all. So, like I said, you are now tuned into E.or. We about to get to some picks and all that stuff. I was about to say something else. What it do, fam? What it do? Y'all know what it is. It's A1SP with the red, white, and azul. Saw that wristband. We roll too tight, so y'all can't pull us. Facts. Hey, 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 hey. Let me spice it up for them real quick, man.
Baby girl, bling, bling, who's that with the WK7?
Third eye, third eye.
Like, where my dude at?
Hey, hey, hey.
Oldie, that's an oldie.
Hey, you know I love them oldies, man. Especially
Yes.
I love this one.
Just lay down slow. Recognize the real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see us in Cali. Don't worry about it. All those downers, you better catch on now. Don't wait till later.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, ish talking is in abundance today because, you know, I'm feeling good about our chances right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Thank you all for joining us on the Tizoom once again. Okay. The word of this episode is, you know what it is, Dom? Conclude.
What's that?
Conclude.
Conclude.
Which means bringing something to an end. All right, check it out. Check it out. For Pete's sake, if you go to a game, know what's popping, man. I mean, how do you give back TB12's number 600 touchdown ball back after shit for brains? Fucking Mike Stupid Evans tosses it to you as he scores in the touchdown celebration mode.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
worth at least $500,000.
Yeah, but then they got it back for nothing, man. For chump change.
That's what I'm saying. When you go to a game, you got to know what's going on in the game.
Right. That's
Do your
right.
homework. You know, now you went ahead. You come on.
I would have Austin Powered that.
Bitcoin and I'd have hired a lawyer right then and there.
I would have Austin Powered that damn thing. $1 million. Better yet, $4 million.
Yo, there's no way. There's no way I'm giving that ball. I don't care if Tom Brady's mama begged me or Giselle come over there and be like, hey, you know Tony Romo's getting in some trouble with some hot water because of that thing.
I know, yeah, he's a fool.
Why? Oh, I mean, you know, people can't. What's wrong with us these days, man? We can't take a joke. We can't talk. Everything has to be scrutinized to a certain point. I mean, this is crazy, man.
We can't talk about what's real.
I mean, look, the man will probably take a date with Giselle over all that you gave him. He'd be like, nah, I get to brag to my buddies and my brother. You know, I once went out with Tom Brady's wife.
That's right.
How'd you do that, Dad? Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady. Well, check it out. Some idiot he was throwing to, I think his name Mike Evans. Yeah, he caught a touchdown, and then after he caught it in celebration, he gave me the ball. So you know, who's to say? You know, what am I going to do? Take it back? Send Giselle down. Do you want what's behind door number 8 or 20? All I got to say to this fan who happens to be in med school, but that just goes to show you that, look, not because you're book smarts mean that you have common sense or you have book sense means you have common sense, you know?
Right.
What's going on?
I don't know, but you can beg. You ain't getting that ball back. $500,000. Like you said, $1 million.
$1 million and a date with your wife.
All right, and stop with the premature titles of dynasties and greatness. I conclude. All right. So that's just how I feel about that, man. You know, all these people talking about, oh, he's the greatest. How? How is he the greatest? That's why we cover all these things on. That's right, along with our picks. Last week was it was a funny week, man, with picks and all that. I mean, I don't know if it's because it's less games now and things are a little tighter, and you know, it's not quite the middle of the season, but we're in the, I guess,
What, we're still in
the second quarter of the the second
yeah,
quarter of the season.
second quarter.
There's 17 games now, so
Yeah.
we'll still do 16. Right. So for some reason, things were going awry.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about our island picks, which we only had 2 last week, so it shouldn't be that long. All right. Our records from last week. What was our records from last week? Our records from last week go as this.
It's a humdinger of a week.
7-6. Ooh, kind of close, but no one has gone under 500 yet. So
that's
at least
right.
we have that to our name. And Chris B went 8-5, and Guac went 8-5 as well, and I went 9-4, taking it again with a 3-game lead. Now, as I see things, we have the island picks. I went 1-0, and Guac went 1-0, and no one else had any island picks. So
right.
It is what it is. So far this year, the standings go as such. Dubs 67-40, pretty good. When it comes to island picks, you are 4-6. All right, Chris B is now in second place. He leapfrogged you last week, and now he is 1 game ahead of you with 68-39 losses, and he's 2-4 when it comes to island picks. Ugh. So I think that's the tail of the tape right there. Our island picks.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah. And so far, I'm leading the way with 71-36. And 4-3 with the island picks. So I'm a game above 500. I'll take it. All right, now our island picks. It shouldn't have really been an island pick for Guac because I had them picked, but then Chris B changed my mind by telling me or giving me false information, saying that both Julio Jones and my man Brown were going to be out. Well, Brown played. They crushed KC. KC looks like some shit. And unless they're playing a crappy team,
unless they're playing us,
I'm not going to be voting for them. I'm not going to be picking them. All right. So he won that. All of us had KC, and he chose Tennessee, and Guac got it right. There you go. For his first time around, Guac went 8-6. Not bad, Guac. Not at all. All right, so we talk about my island pick. My island pick, it was a shoe-in. I don't know what y'all thinking of, but I think y'all learn your lesson moving forward, especially Chris B, because I think we'll talk about that in a second. But I chose the Las Vegas Raiders, and all 3 of y'all chose Philadelphia Eagles. And I have no confidence in that man they call Sirianni, Nick Sirianni, the head coach. I think he's some garbage.
The flower whisperer.
He's some garbage, man. He's some garbage. I don't even know why. But I do know this is that when I was making that pick, it was like my third eye saw it coming before it happened. I mean, that's just one of the things where I was like, yeah, my third eye definitely saw that one coming before it happened. So no, there was no way in the world I was going to choose her. Sirianni is going through growing pains along with his QB Hurts, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I'll quote the drunk, great Hall of Fame Jets QB Broadway Joe Namath. I don't care if they're struggling. I really don't. All right. So real quick, these are our clean sweeps last week. Real quick, I'm going to run them down. Denver, we all had Denver over the Browns. We lost that on Thursday night. We all had Atlanta beating who? The Dolphins.
The Dolphins,
we all got that right. We all had Carolina. We're off that Carolina. I'm off. I'm done with Carolina.
Yeah.
We all had Carolina beating who was it? The Giants.
Is that our first miss on Thursday night?
No, that's our second miss on
second
Thursday
one.
night.
Okay.
That was Chris's first miss on Thursday night. So yeah, the midgets came up tall and big and ended up beating the Panthers. And the Panthers are basically at this time clawless, and actually toothless. Yeah.
Yeah, they benched their QB.
Yeah, until they get that dude back in the backfield, they're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And we all had Baltimore and Baltimore got spanked by Cincy, and Cincy now. And I went back
Nobody
to the
saw that
tape.
coming.
I went back to the tape, and everybody picked Cincy to finish last in the division. they had Cleveland. I had the Browns. Then it was whatever, Pittsburgh, and then Cincinnati. Well, the tables have turned. Literally, the tables have turned.
I mean,
we're eating crow.
They've gone into Pittsburgh and punked Pittsburgh, and now they've gone into Baltimore and annihilated Baltimore. So,
like dude said earlier, I see a lot of what's his name? Tom Brady in that kid.
Yeah.
Joey B. So
yeah, he's got a calm about him that is just not apparent in any young quarterback under the age of 26.
No. And when you go into a huddle, that means a lot.
Yeah, I remember what he had 1 or 2 redshirt years in college, so he came out an older rookie.
That's right.
So maybe that's playing well.
Did he transfer? Did he transfer?
He transferred to LSU from Ohio State.
Yeah. So he's one of those guys, rags to riches, and usually guys like that who actually go through something, they end up, doing something. Such as the jersey I'm wearing, Mr. Diggs, by the way. I figured, I have to get out there and represent my man. He has 7 picks. His number is number 7. See what I'm saying? Not too many people have this jersey. Ancient Chinese secret. We're not going to tell them where we got it from. They don't know. So look, man. Sometimes you got to take some lumps. Someone has to tell you, you're not a receiver. You're a DB. Okay, let me do what I got to do. No cry about it. All right, so next island pick, New England Pat Riots. The Pat Riots beat who?
The Jets.
Oh, yeah, the Jets. And we all had that as a clean sweep. That was a no-brainer. We all had Green Bay over, your Washington football team. Sorry, Dubs. But like I said,
no more picking with my heart.
Could have been a lot different if he would have scored. And this is a couple of things that I saw in that game that has me thinking that Green Bay is not as good as they say they are.
Yeah, but it's right there, man.
Say they are. Yeah, it's right there.
That play. I mean, if he knew what he was doing as a quarterback and that was registered as a touchdown, then it's a whole different ball game.
Whole different ball
21, and anybody's game to win. But then you lose momentum after that play, and then more momentum after fumbling the ball in the end zone, and you're over. You're done.
Yeah. You don't come back from mistakes like that. They seem to haunt you. All right. Well, the next game was the Los Angeles Rams against the Lions. That was a sweep. That was a no-brainer. Crimea River. Who else? Tampa Bay over. Who did they play? Who did Tampa Bay play? Chicago. Yeah, we all knew that was going down. And we all had.
And that game is kind of interesting because we talk about how bad of a coaching job Sirianni's doing. But what about the terrible job that Chicago Bears coaching staff is doing right now? They are not putting Justin Fields in a position to be successful. And him being successful doesn't have to mean the Bears winning games.
True. He's on the hot seat.
Yeah, he's got to be on the hot seat.
He's definitely on the hot seat. We're gonna get to some hot seats pretty soon. Yeah. We're gonna at least let half the season play out. We don't want to be premature in some of our hot seats, but he's definitely a candidate for a hot seat. Yeah. Okay. And the Arizona Cardinals, we all had them beating Houston, and that was the revenge game, the return of D-Hop and JJ Watt, who is now out for the season, I believe. He's
man,
shoulder surgery or something like that. Hey, he's getting older. That's what it is.
Yeah,
and it's a very violent sport. So, it's a young man's game. It's a young.
Glad I dumped him in fantasy when I did.
Yeah. All right, and what was the other clean sweep?
New Orleans over Seattle.
Yeah, New Orleans over Seattle. That was a boring ass game.
Oh my gosh.
Was it a Monday night game?
Yeah,
that's even worse for a Monday night game because that's the only game on. You can't change.
That's one of those games where
look at that crap.
Yeah, I think that's one of those games where the ratings at halftime are higher than the ratings at the end of the game. I mean, it was just bad.
It was terrible.
But the thing is, that's the Geno Smith effect.
Gino, yeah, sorry to say that he's not NFL QB to me. I mean, he's a backup, serviceable backup, but that's about it. So sorry, Gino. I would love to give you some love, but I can't. Sorry.
Won't come on my face, you'll keep it moving. Yeah, to the K-I-M. Keep it moving, yeah, to the K-I-M. I ain't got no time for shucking and jiving.
Yeah. All right. So hey, check this out, y'all. We have I guess this week's games to pick, and we better get it in because the game is about to kick off, and we won't seem like
right.
cheating.
That's right.
They can look at the timestamp at the bottom. So to the first game. First game is Green Bay against Arizona. And guess who's on the island tonight? Dubs is on the island. Dub has Green Bay, and I have Arizona, and Chris B has Arizona as well. So either he's going to make up some ground or lose some ground, one way or another. So Dubs, give us a quick hint on why you chose them as your island pick.
Because no matter what his wide receiver situation is, I'm never going to bet against Aaron Rodgers. Just not. And he's down his top 3 receivers are down because of COVID. So, but you know what? They've got 2 tight ends that they can throw to. Yeah. They still have Randall Cobb, who I haven't well, I specifically picked up Randall Cobb in fantasy football for tonight because he's going to get targeted more. Now, the defense may play him a little bit differently than normal, but I think they're going to pull through, man. And the fact that last week against the Washington football team, their running back, number 33, Aaron Jones, very subpar game against a subpar opponent. Okay. So this is a makeup game for him.
Okay. Wow.
So and he can be Alvin Kamara-ish.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. So he's the other receiver. So Aaron Rodgers he's not handicapped like people think he is because he's missing 3 receivers. No,
he's not. But I say no Adams, no Lazard. It's a Hazard. That's how I see it. And but I will say this: if Green Bay beats Arizona, I'm down. Arizona ain't got nothing for us.
Yeah.
Without those weapons, they ain't got nothing for us.
I keep telling people that Arizona at 7-0 is this year's version of last year's 11-0 Steelers. That they lost their first game against the Washington football team on Thursday night at home.
Okay, I remember. Yeah. They were exposed. I think after
they were exposed.
They kind of
we showed everybody the blueprint.
This is how you stop them. This is how. So this might be the same scenario but somehow I think that defense who struggled when my man broke out of the pocket, you're definitely going to struggle with Mighty Mouse Kyle Murray when he broke that pocket. So if you can't stop, and I think they have a decent running game, even though they kind of stopped you guys running game.
They do, they do. But the Packers picked up a linebacker earlier in the week, a week ago. Last name is Merciless. They picked him up from Houston.
Oh yeah, okay, from Houston.
He makes a big difference.
Right. I thought Jalen was going to. Smith was going to make a big difference, but I see why we let him go. I see why we let him go.
Well, you guys have young guys performing at a high level, so that's what affords you the ability to let someone like him go.
And then we have hybrid guys who switch from safety,
like
Keanu Neal,
or from linebacker to defensive end.
Right. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, when you're expendable, you are expendable.
That's true.
All right. So now we got that one in the books. It's out there in the universe. My man Dubs is on the island, so make it do what it do.
That's right. All right. That's
right. Next game up is Carolina and Atlanta. So that's a clean sweep. All of us have Atlanta. I say no C-Mac, then it's the Pitts. Get it?
Yeah.
All day to my man Kyle Pitts. Dump it off Matty Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you, it'll be interesting to see how Carolina does moving forward, because if there's only one thing that's clear, they need a solid number 2 running back because McCaffrey is handicapping that team now.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold is a better Sam Darnold with McCaffrey in the backfield. And if he's not available, then the next man up has to be has to be up to the task. And so far, their next man up is not up to the task.
It's not up to the task at all.
Yeah.
At all. All right. So we all have a clean sweep of that, and it's ATL. All right. Jameer, I hope you're happy, man. We all picked you. Your team might make a move, looking for second place in that NFC South. All right. Next game up is Miami or Buffalo. And is Mr. Watson playing in that game? No. So therefore, it's Buffalo for me, and it's Buffalo for all of us. That's a clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
All right. Yeah. Next game up is San Francisco versus Chicago. Now, earlier on, I thought this would be a very intriguing game because I figured it would be rookie against rookie, maybe. Justin Fields against.
That's what I thought too. Trey Lance.
And Trey Lance is injured. And from the looks of his offensive line and many other variables, coaching and all that, it might just be that, he might get pulled in this game for Andy Dalton, because they're trying to save him or not hurt his confidence. I don't know. But if, they keep playing the way they're playing, man, they're not going anywhere this year. So this is Jimmy G's last stand. That's what this game is.
I think it is, yeah.
So Jimmy G, if you don't get it done, I think next week, if this kid is available, then I think he rides it on out for the rest. And you're basically trade bait at that point. So I think we all had no, this is not a clean sweep. This is me and you, and Chris B is on the island in Chicago. We all have San Francisco. I thought Chris B was a Shanahan fan. Shanahan guy, I think he's more like a McVay dude or whatever for the Rams. But somehow he has him on the island. He chose him, and he might just show us that he knows more than what we know. But right now, I don't see that happening. But prove me wrong from my metrics and all the different, things that I checked off. It looked like, the variables that I checked off that this is a no-brainer right here. This is definitely San Francisco beating Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Pittsburgh at or Cleveland. And they're playing at Cleveland, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And this is another island pick for Chris B. I wish he was here to explain himself, but he's not here to explain himself because he has Pittsburgh winning this game. I guess maybe because he thinks that Faker Mayfield's not playing. But like that guy said, I forgot his name, Jedrick Willis or whatever. He said that, there's no drop-off. And I didn't see any drop-off. I actually think
no drop-off to who's his replacement. I can't think of his name. But yeah, there was no drop-off at all.
There was no drop-off.
Matter of fact, I think the offense may have run a little bit crisper.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Because, something about that guy, Faker Mayfield, to me, that's why I call him Faker Mayfield on this show, is that he's missing some of the intangibles. There's something, the je ne sais quoi he doesn't have, So that's why I don't have a lot of faith in that guy. So, Chris B, you're rocking with him on the island, and aloha-i. Right. Speaking of Chris B, his fecal Eagles are going up against the Toothless Lions. This game is one of who has the crazier head coach? I don't know. I really don't know.
Man, look, if your team is playing the Detroit Lions, don't you owe it to your team to pick them to win that game?
I believe so. So he is.
So Chris isn't even picking his own team here.
He's on an island.
He's doing it to the tune of being on an island.
He is on an island because me and you both have Philly and he has Detroit. Now, this game is it's a win-win situation. If I win, we win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get a point in the column. If I lose, we still win because that means that it's over. It's a wrap. So, I mean, however you want to do it, it's coming up roses for the Eagles. That's how I see it. Growing flowers. Get out of here. Matter of fact, I got something for you, man.
All right.
This now I picked them to win this game, but there's a part of me that's like, should I really have done that? Because some of the crackiness and craziness that's going on, you know, the things, can you believe the things that are coming out of his mouth? You know, it's just like, and I'll make sure I'll play this tomorrow during 3 Downs and Kick It when Chris B is here, because I want him to explain this.
You know, the results aren't there right now, but what's going on here is that there's growth under the soil. I put a picture of a flower up, right, and that it was coming through the ground, and the roots are growing out, and the roots are continuing to grow out. And the only way the roots grow out every single day, and they grow stronger and they grow better, is if that we all water.
You know what, man? You know what?
What?
God bless his soul. But where's my Marty Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
There's a gleam, man. There's a gleam. And you can follow that, right? You can follow someone with that conviction, but there's a there's something growing underneath. Man, come on, man. This is not horticulture. This is NFL football.
I think when he made that statement, he was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he's smoking that shit, man.
Yeah, he has to be. That's just bad, man.
I think you remember watching Eddie Murphy's Coming to America when Eddie Murphy goes into the office. He's trying to make good with what's his name, the father,
John Amos.
John Amos.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's mopping the floor and he's like, did you catch the game last night against the Giants or whatever? And then he's like, you know, and they kicked it up. It's like, and my man goes like this, John Amos, let me tell you something, son. If you're going to work around here, if you're going to stay around, you got to stay off them drugs, okay? That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, really? If you're going to stick around here and be working and leading these men that I pay, this $1 billion industry, I pay these guys a lot of money. This team is worth $1 billion, okay? Don't come in here talking crazy, yo. Because if that's the case, there's guys like Leslie, I forgot his last name, the defensive coordinator.
Leslie, yeah, I know you're talking about, yeah.
For the Buffalo Bills, there's the Byron Leftwich. There's a lot of guys right now that I'm looking at like, I think they deserve that job more than this guy.
Oh, yeah.
This guy knows somebody who knows somebody. That's like, he looks like he's lost, you know? And even though my man Chris B tried to explain to me otherwise, I'm like, nah, bro. This dude is
lost.
He lost, man. So you can go ahead. You can miss me with that, man. All right, so enough of that foolishness. Now we're moving on to Tennessee Titans or the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you have in this game?
I have Tennessee Titans, man. And that is a clean sweep.
Yes, that is. That is a clean sweep because I believe the winner of this game wins the division.
Yeah.
Or has a leg up on the division.
Right.
I truly believe that. That's how it's going to pan out. So that's a clean sweep. Next, we have Cincy against the New York Jets. No longer the toilet bowl game. That's what it is. It used to be called the toilet bowl game.
Yeah,
so,
it could be a trap door. It could be a trap door game, though.
This, too, happens to be a clean sweep as we have it written down here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I think it is.
But, man, I just won't be surprised, though, if Cincinnati shits the bed and gives something away.
You keep saying that, but they're playing without their starting QB. I don't see Flacco coming in, not off the street because he was with them last year. But no, he's coming off the street because he never played under Saleh or the new
that's true.
Offensive
that is
coordinator.
True.
So he's just coming in. He might know the personnel somewhat, but New York Jets, man, come on. Man.
So I don't know. We'll see,
It's
man.
like poo poo.
It just feels like something fluky might happen in this game.
Well, unless that kid gets hurt, the quarterback, Joey
Mhm.
Burrows, I don't see it happening. I really don't. And we already have them in here as a clean sweep. So next game up is the Los Angeles Rams against the Houston Texans. Man, this is some stat pattern game, man. Patting game. Whatever, man. Clean sweep.
Yeah, that rookie QB
Los
for Houston's
Angeles
not it.
Rams. And if anyone else out there believes that the Rams can lose to this team, you got to get drug tested at your job. If you have one, that is.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
So moving past that, we're going on to the New England Pet Riots against the Los Angeles Chargers. Who do you have? Is that a clean sweep on us? Yeah, that is
That's
a clean sweep. Yeah,
sweep.
this game I wrote it down as look, this guy's no longer pimple face or what was it, pizza face rookie.
Mac.
He is not Mac. The other guy across from him.
Yes, right, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is no longer
he's the real deal.
Belichick, you only beat. If he was a rookie, I'd give it to you. But this kid, he knows something. So, and I think they lost the last game anyway. So I don't see them losing 2 in a row. So yeah, that game is a clean sweep. And the next game up will be the Seattle Seahawks. Who they play?
They are home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which
clean sweep.
It's a clean sweep, but I'm telling you, it was a hard pick for me.
Urban Myers, man. Back
on I have no trust in Geno Smith at quarterback. He's
Jaguars back on U.S. soil, and they're traveling out west to go play against the 12th man. So maybe the 12th man might help Geno out and pull it out. But basically, this is what I call a meaningless game.
Yeah.
It means nothing. Both teams aren't going anywhere this year. All right. So, and they don't have any high draft picks next year. So, yeah,
that's true. Good point.
All right. So, next game. Doves Washington football team against the Denver Broncos. And I believe you're on the island against your own team. You have
I am
Denver Broncos. So I'm going to just give you the floor, man. Go ahead. What you got to say, man?
Yeah, man. I just, last season, the Washington football team had a home game against the Carolina Panthers with Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback. No Christian McCaffrey. And a hobbled Curtis Samuel. And they made it look easy against us. We could not stop Bridgewater, even though we had such a great defensive season last year.
Right.
And we have a problem. Our problem is we play down to lesser teams.
Yep.
And we are error prone against better teams. So I want to bet with my heart, but I just can't. I just can't, man.
And they're playing in Denver.
They're playing in Denver. I'd probably go different if they were playing in DC, but they're playing in Denver. So yeah, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. That's why we both picked. I know that's why I picked the Washington football team to win this game, because there's something about them. When I watched them the other day, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, but
you guys lost to a Green Bay team that you could have beat. I've seen you guys play.
We primarily beat ourselves in that game.
Right. So this game, it's like maybe because it's the Aaron Rodgers, it's the whole Lambeau Field, it's the Taylor Heineke wanted to do the Lambeau League because he grew up as they showed him pictures of him with the Favre jersey, the helmet, the Green Bay helmet, and all that. But this game, John Elway isn't walking through those doors. Whoever they have out there, it's not that impressive. So I say,
but you know what? I tell you one thing though, there is one thing Denver has in its favor, and that is Jerry Jeudy is back this week. And players have a way of having the games of their career against us. And so he very easily could go off with 12 catches, 150 yards and 2 to 3 touchdowns, and one of them being a game-winning touchdown.
Okay. Well, I labeled this game also as a meaningless game.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, bro, but
True.
it is what
It's
it
not
is,
determining
man.
anything.
It ain't determining crap, man. So, yeah. Anyhow, but if they do win this game, that means they're just a game behind, I think, the league leaders, which is, well, it might be co-leaders, the Chargers and the Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Next game up, Tampa against New Orleans. What was that? Was that a clean sweep?
That's a clean sweep. Tampa Bay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a clean sweep. And yeah, Jameis is struggling, man. I'm not really buying into Jameis right now. So
yeah,
you know, sometimes you just gotta say, F it. Is that what Tom Cruise said in what was that movie? Sometimes you just gotta say and go with the flow. And I think this is one of them situations where, yeah, F it, man. All right, I'll save the other game for last. But we have New York Midgets against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is a clean sweep.
Yeah.
I guess no one has any love for the Midgets over here. We just don't see that happening. And
that'll be Kansas City's get right game.
Yeah.
I mean, truly get right. I thought it was I thought it was going to be the game against us. Yeah.
But you never know. You just never know. Some could pop up and change things around. Now, for the game that I didn't do it, but I did it. I chose. I'm on an island, y'all. Y'all want to hear it? Dubs chose Minnesota. I'm sorry. No. No, you chose Dallas, right?
I chose Minnesota.
Oh, whoa.
I chose Minnesota.
Chris B's on the island.
Chris B's on the island.
Chris B is on the island.
Because you chose against your team.
Because I chose against them, and I said, I'll tell you why. Right now, Dak is injured, y'all. So, we're living dangerously, man. I mean, Cowboy Nation, I wouldn't go any other way if it wasn't for the fact that, Dak's calf is acting up. We're not 100% about it. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, y'all, I know y'all want to tell me. And I got all the Cowboy gear. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to have to go with Minnesota because you know what, man? I'm trying to win. This is a win-win situation. If I lose, I win. If I lose, I win. There you go. That's why I did it. But if we do win, I'm going to tell y'all what.
Oh, man. BDP, baby, BDP.
Where's Chris B when I need you, Chris? Because I know you're going to be feeling this, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Can't help but feel BDP.
The bridge is over. It's over. Woo, it's over, yo. I don't care how you want to slice it, dice it. If we win this week, especially with a backup quarterback, it's over. Because now we're going to really be feeling ourselves.
Yeah.
If Dak doesn't play and we win without Dak, yo, this stuff I'm going to be talking, y'all ain't going to be able to handle me. First of all, they probably block us because of the too many S's that's being used. They're like, hold on, fam. Hold up. You can't be talking all dangerous like that. Yes, I can. And yes, I will. Because I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all it was coming. But you didn't want to listen now, did you? All right, so check it out, yo. This is my observation after watching 7 weeks of the 2021 NFL season is that defenses are apprehensive of tackling running backs in the fourth quarter. You notice that?
Oh, yeah.
It's a pandemic. It's a different type of pandemic, but it's a pandemic, and it's one that I saw coming because I'm like, damn, like y'all don't want if y'all don't want tackle in the fourth quarter. I don't know if it comes from not tackling in practice or light what is it training camp or whatever, but they're just not coming out the same way. So
and a lot of people aren't tackling; they are hitting.
They're hitting.
They're not.
You're not wrapping up
and wrapping up, man. It disgusts me. You know,
Zeke in the fourth quarter and beyond, they do not want to tackle that, bro. Because he's coming in fresh. That's my man smelling them now. They're like, okay,
that's true. Yeah,
thunder and lightning. When they see him coming, turn the corner, they're like, go ahead, get that first down. Like I'm act like I'm tackling, but I'm really making a business decision or a professional judgment, and that's
they're trying to line you up so somebody else can take that punishment.
Exactly. So basically, what I'm saying is most defensive nowadays are soft like Charmin tissue. Facts. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. This is another observation. Philadelphia Eagles. You need some new goons soon. Because them boys across town can easily get at you, quarterback. Send some scouts to West or North Illy. You know what I'm saying? You can find some real goons out there. That's what you need. Some new goons soon. That's my new saying on the show. Nobody else steal this now. Washington football team, guess what? You need some new goons soon because your back end on your defense is suspect. Send some scouts to Anacostia, Berry Farms, you know them areas, or Benning Road Metro Station to recruit. They better send them because you need some new goons soon. All right. Next up, Miami Dolphins. You need some new goons soon. Send some scouts to Liberty City, Overton, or West Perrin. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Miami. It's rough out there. Don't go there. Don't go there, son. Little Haiti, Little Havana, don't go there, baby. I'm just letting y'all know. Those are some real, what is it? Shady parts of town. It's very seedy. So if you don't know anyone out there, don't go out there.
That's right.
Next up in line, Kansas City Chiefs. You need some new goons soon. On the O-line and definitely on defense. So send some scouts to Marlboro Heights. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Natchez Park because you're looking penetrable. And Mahomes looks knocked up. Baby bump. Yeah, he get hit. Every time he go out there, he gets smacked up. So, you know, that's what I see so far from these boys. Real quick, man. What we got here? You know, we got, you know, all this was set up for more, but you know, it's a dynamic duo. You know how we do, Dubs. And it's Two Pete's in the podcast today. I forgot to tell y'all. And since my man Chris B couldn't make it, but yeah, check it out. Got some extras on. And this is what we're gonna do. Better LSU wide receiver, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson?
Ooh. Right about now, it's feeling like Jamar Chase.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, you can't not pay attention to Justin's rookie year.
Yeah, Justin has a whole year body of work. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I give the nod to Justin just by a hair right now.
Okay, just by a hair. Okay. I give it to Jamar Chase because he's doing things now that I just haven't seen anyone else, you know, including the other guy from LSU I was going to throw up there at first. What's his name?
OBJ.
The catch, you know, he's even better than him because he's inside, outside. He's like, they were saying he couldn't catch. Well, look at him now. And I was talking to Chris B. We were doing a little back and forth. And Chris B, I'm just saying, man, Devontae Smith and him cannot be mentioned in the same sentence. I'm sorry. I mean, even if he had a better quarterback, it still would be the same results because that boy is inside and outside. Okay. He's not afraid to go in the middle. All right. Who would you have taken first overall if the 2020 NFL draft was today? Joe Burrow, Joey B, or Justin Herbert?
Ooh, wow.
Man, I couldn't decide on that myself.
You know, I think I'd go Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow?
Yeah. Okay. I do. I like Herbert, but I go Burrow because of this. I've never seen a rookie quarterback have the impact on his team that Joe Burrow had last year. In that game against Washington, when he went down, a rookie quarterback went down, and the entire life of that team was sucked out.
He's a true leader.
He's a true leader.
True leader.
And that means he's got that locker room. Or he had that locker room as a rookie. So you can't deny that, man. That's incredible to me. So I give the nod to him.
That means a lot. If you can have that, your team follow you like my man Dak did. I mean, you got to realize he replaced Tony Romo. Tony Romo wasn't gone. Tony Romo was just injured. And when he came in, he took over his leadership. Everything was just, they're like, this is the guy we want to follow. F you, Tony. Tony, oh no, you are no more. All right. So I went with Joey B, man. Joe Burrows, man. I think he's a guy right now that I'm looking at to get to a Super Bowl before the other guy. All right. Better chance of making the Super Bowl. Green Bay against the Bays. Green Bay or Tampa Bay this year?
Tampa Bay.
That's a clean sweep. Tampa Bay. Why? I just trust my man a little bit more. You know, I always said that statistically or whatever, or the eye test, that Aaron Rodgers is a better QB because he's mobile and stuff like that. But in terms of dissecting a game and knowing the defense and film study and all that, a harder worker and more proven, it's definitely Tom Brady. So I got to go with Tampa Bay. And they won last year. They're the defending champion. And they beat them in the playoffs, as I recall. Right. So moving on. Who will win their division? The Cardinals or the Rams? Who do you think, man? I mean, I didn't have any of them. I had Seattle winning. I think both of us had Seattle winning.
Yeah.
Now that we know Russell's out the picture,
You know, I think the Rams are going to win that division.
You think the Rams? Somehow I don't believe in the Rams. I don't believe in the Rams. Someone has to. I mean, maybe I should look at their schedule. Maybe it's a little easier than the Cardinals, but I think the Rams finish ahead of, so they should have a tougher schedule. So that's why I went with the Cardinals, man. I think the Cardinals should win that division, but we'll see. We'll go back to the tape later.
That's right. Okay? That's right.
That's right. All right. More disappointing, Chiefs or your Washington football team?
But hands down, the Washington football team.
You think so?
I know so because I know so because you didn't hear anybody saying the Chiefs are so loaded, man. You didn't hear anybody saying that. You heard somebody sit here 1 to 2 times a week saying the Washington football team is so loaded, and that was me. That's true. It's not turning out that way. So yeah, man, they're a bigger disappointment because that defense. I mean, and it's interesting because as bad as their record is at 2-5, and as bad as their defense has looked, giving up yards and touchdowns, like other key defensive stats, their defensive line is stacking up in the top 5 of the league, but it isn't leading to defensive stops or key defensive stops. It's not leading to splash defensive plays. It's not leading to turnovers, and it's. Do
you think they would have been better if Fitzpatrick would have started? Would have played most of these games?
I don't know, man, because you never know what you don't know when the good's going to turn bad for him.
Yeah, but I watched him in the preseason, and he was utilizing his weapons a little better, and the running game was a little more solid. And they're not afraid of this kid's arm, man. They're not afraid of the guy behind you. Taylor Heineke. They're not really afraid of him. So I think that
and there's enough tape out there now on Taylor Heineke that people know his balls are sailing.
Bait him into those.
They can easily bait him into picks, and he's guaranteed for there to be one fluke play that works against him.
So basically, what you're saying is, even if my man Mr. Diggs doesn't get any other interceptions, he's due. If your guys play, he's due for 2 against him. So that's a total of 9 interceptions in the season, baby.
I didn't quite say that, Pete, but I'll let you go with it for now.
I tell you what. I think the Chiefs, man, because I didn't really expect that much out of you guys, to be honest with you. But the Chiefs, I thought they were at least going to be, losing to the Bills in the playoffs somewhere. Mm-hmm. Right now, they look like they might not even be making the playoffs. So, yeah, that's why I have the Chiefs as the more disappointing team. Yeah. All right, some more. What is the more embarrassing moment in Washington football history? Gus Rod headbutting the wall after a touchdown, or Taylor Heineke doing the Lambeau leap after not scoring a touchdown?
Definitely Gus Farad, because that actually led to him missing games.
Yeah,
later.
That did.
Taylor Heineke, I mean, that led to one loss.
Yeah, but I look at it like this, right? At least Gus Farad scored on that play. Taylor Heineke,
he did. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
That swung it for me right there.
Yeah.
All right, quickly. More surprising record: Eagles or my Cowboys? Too bad you're not here, Chris. I know you would have had.
Yeah. I think Eagles.
Eagles?
Yeah, because I too expected them to be better than what they showed. Yeah. I expected the team to be better in spite of their coach, and that's not happening. Yeah.
Right now, I thought they would be like 4-3, not 2-5. Definitely not 2-5. So I have the Eagles as well. And I saw it coming before it happened, like I said. So it's not like I raved about them all off season, what the Cowboys were going to do, and it's happening. So, yeah. All right. More impressive catch. Pittsburgh Steelers, Terry Bradshaw's touchdown to Franco Harris, the immaculate reception, versus the Oakland Raiders or the New York Giants helmet catch by David Tyree from Eli Manning versus for the dub versus the Pat Riots in the TB12 in the Super Bowl.
Anything for a win, for a Super Bowl win, got to be more impressive.
yeah, because you saw how what's his name was draped all over him. He's in the on Sunday night. Harrison, what's his name? Rodney Harrison, right? So to me, and the immaculate reception, I mean, I guess because the camera angle, we really don't know if the ball hit the ground, if it was a catch after all. So.
What makes the immaculate reception so immaculate is the fact that the camera angle doesn't give you enough to definitively say that it is a catch. But honestly, when I look at that over and over again, it looks like another good football play, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but people hype it up.
All right. Yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about, but I think we'll save that for tomorrow, about what the Texans owner said about Kung Flu, that derogatory about that. He's hanging with his boy Trump on that. And then also too, Roger Goodell not allowing those other emails to get out and more information, because we want to know, if it's a player, all that stuff comes out. But if it's happens to be one of them, one of his own, the guys who hire him, his bosses, really, then they don't get that information out. We want to know. We want to know more of the racist stuff and homophobic stuff.
Yeah, and that excuse is poor.
It's very poor. He's looking like a lackey right now.
Yeah, I get the excuse, but it's still a poor excuse.
Yeah, I get the excuse. They're trying to hide stuff because they know that if most of those things come out, we're not going to look. A lot of people are going to lose their team.
There aren't going to be any coaches.
There aren't going to be any coaches. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
There aren't going to be any coaches, any GMs, or any owners.
Let's get it straight. This was not an isolated incident with Chucky. Gruden. This is something this is talk around the league. That's just how it goes. And you can tell by the hires in football. How come there's how many African-American head coaches? Bieniemy. You trying to tell me the Eagles wouldn't hire Bieniemy, they'll get this guy Sirianni a job? That tells me right there that y'all effing up, man. Yeah. Y'all doing something shady in the background. And we're probably some emails in there with Howie or whatever saying, "Oh, I don't want no Coon as a head coach," crap like that. You know what I mean? They get what they deserve, man. Because look, like I said, Andy Reid didn't win you a Super Bowl. Who's the guy who won one in St. Louis. Dick
Dick
Vermeil.
Dick
Dick
Vermeil,
Vermeil didn't win you a Super Bowl. But yet, though, Dougie P. The Eagles, y'all got issues, man. And when it comes to our division, when they look at who has multiple Super Bowls and how y'all finally got one, y'all, to me, y'all don't even have one then, if you really look at it. That was just a gimme. And you beat Tom Brady at it, they just give it to him, whatever. I didn't even watch that Super Bowl, by the way. I was basically boycotting the NFL at that point in time. So it is what it is, fam. All right, man. So that's what we have, y'all, for yeah, baby. All right, man. It's been real, man, Dubs.
Yes.
All great things must come to an end. Yeah, you have just listened to or viewed All in One Sports Podcast, aka. Also, check out our other segments on YouTube, Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Major League Baseball with Peter Dubs doubles and double plays. Chris B. Ballin with the NBA, kicking it with Uncle P Soccer, EDA and the 500-pound gorilla in the Zoom. Yes, sir. So remember to apply some pressure to that subscribe button and do the same with that notification bell. And since you have been entertained and now F with us, share our content with family, friends, frenemies, foes, and even haters, and show us some love with likes for the red, white, and blue or a Zoom. Thanks for checking us out on the Zoom. And always keep it 100 and have a great day and an even better tomorrow. Let's bring it in, bro. On 3, we out. 1, 2, 3. We out. Yes, sir. But the overlying question. Always. Which is. Yeah, bring it. So make sure y'all catch us tomorrow. We'll be putting out this episode, and then the following day we'll be putting out Peter Dubs doubles and double play, catching up on baseball because there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things we didn't expect, but hey, that's why they play the game. And also Chris B. Ballin, we'll have some NBA updates for y'all. Check us out.
It's coming.